God in a greater way than what Moses ever saw. And Paul says here, if you can behold the glory of God, will be transformed. Not our face, but our lives. And so we should be as bold as Moses. Say to God, show me your glory. Ever ask that? Show me Jesus. Show me just how beautiful it is to have my sin overwhelmed. Show me how beautiful it is to be made right with you by what Jesus did on the cross. We get our hearts moved by that, and then our lives are going to get transformed. If you can see that beauty is going to change you. So why don't you ask for it? As we conclude here, I want to show you a chart we're going to be looking at in this series here. Go ahead and put that up there. This is the path of transformation that we're going to be going down for the next weeks to come. And here's the path of transformation. We first see the beauty of Jesus, which is primarily seen in the gospel. That leads our hearts to exult in Jesus. When we exult in Jesus, our affections get rearranged. And then our lives become transformed. And I want to make a couple observations of that before we finish. I want you to notice how it begins. It doesn't say knowing facts about Jesus, because facts about Jesus don't change us. Information doesn't change us. It's beauty that changes us. And one thing us Christians we tend to fall into is we think, oh, I really want to grow in my relationship with the Lord. I really want to change. And we double down on Bible study. We double down on getting information out of the Bible or information about Jesus. Information doesn't change you. It's the beauty of that information that changes you. It ought to lead us to exalting. That's an old word, but I like it because it means to show or to feel a triumphant joy. And that word exult is, wow, what a great way to describe worship. It leads to, and that leads to rearranged affections. And it's not until what we love deep down inside, until that changes, is when our life changes. Second thing I want you to notice about that whole thing up there is there's a kind of a form of self-forgetfulness up there, because it kind of describes what we ought to be focusing on. It describes how we're to focus on Jesus and not ourselves. We focus on Jesus and not our sin. And what most people do when they want to change is, well, they say, well, I have to really work on this. I have to really work on this. Or I have to focus really hard on avoiding this sin or that sin. It's not about that. No, it's about focusing on Jesus. You know, G.K. Chesterton, the great theologian, he says, how much larger your life would be if yourself could be smaller in it. Let me say that again. How much larger your life would be if yourself could be smaller in it. Is it possible to be too concerned about your personal growth? Yes, it is. Thirdly, just as we end here, what does transformation even look like? It looks like obedience that flows from gratitude. It looks like obedience that flows from delight and not duty. It looks like obedience because you want to, not because you have to. Something really interesting happened a couple days after my friends and I got caught for possession of drugs. A couple days later, we were still basking in the glory of being freed from our condemnation, and we were talking about it, and we just still couldn't believe it. And one of the girls responded, I know what we should do, she said. Let's make cookies and visit the police station and give them to the officers and let us go. I remember that statement to this day, because she wanted to be with the officers that set us free. She wanted to do something nice for the officers out of gratefulness. Never before did she ever want to do anything nice for the police. Now her whole orientation, her whole inner affections have changed. Now she wanted to do something out of delight. Why? Because she was transformed by grace. And that's glorious. That's beautiful. And isn't Jesus even more so than that? He didn't just set me free from the possession of drugs. He set me free from my lust, my greed, my selfishness, my laziness, and yes, even managing my wife like she was an 11-year-old. And how should we respond to all that? Should we not exult in Jesus if he set us free like that? So let's stand up and let's do that here for our remaining time. Let's reflect this back to the Lord. Let's stand up, let's pray. Lord, I know there was a lot that was thrown out here today. But Lord, our main request here today, could you just show us, take the veil off our minds and our hearts. Could you just show us the glory of God as it's seen in the face of Jesus Christ? Could you just show us now you hanging on a cross, taking the penalty that we deserved, and could you just please apply that to us personally? And I just remember the day that I was set free just from the possession of drugs, and it just changed my whole week. Lord, how beautiful that was, but Lord, even more beautiful are you. Could you just please impress with us your beauty? And Lord, help us respond now as we exult in you. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
This heart that is now behold your beauty tonight, God. We behold your glory. God, you've removed the veils from our eyes, but God, so often it's like we're clutching onto the remnants of those veils. We're holding them above our eyes, God, but we just ask tonight, that, God, that you'd help us to release that. God, that we would see your beauty, that we would behold your beauty, and that our hearts would respond in kind. We wouldn't be able to help but be changed by the power of your presence, by the power of your love. God, we behold you, and we desire to see you. God, we desire to see your face. We desire to see your beauty and your love in everything, God. So Jesus, reveal your glory tonight, that our hearts would be changed and drawn to you, God.